What's up, warriors? Another day, another music reaction. Bernie is introducing a brand new band to me today. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly don't know this band whatsoever. I went looking for an introduction video and I was so happy to find a video by Metal Injection. And it seems like these guys literally just posed a few questions to the band themselves and they're quickly going to answer the questions because, for one, the spelling is quite different to your average English spelling of any words for that matter. So there's a colon on the Y. So I wanted to know, how the hell do I pronounce this band's name? Anyway, I'm going to give a stab at it and say it's Queensrÿche. Yeah, so the colon makes me kind of feel like it's a bit, I don't know, Norse, or at least Germanic in some shape or form. So I thought, why not just watch this little intro quickly so that I at least get to be properly introduced to the band. You guys who don't know all the ins and outs of this band get to be introduced, and then I have a surprise. In my search for a little introduction video, I found an unplugged version of the song. So this song seems to be about lucid dreaming, which I'm very fond of. And you guys know this. I mentioned prior that I've always been trying to astral project. So astral project is just one aspect. This time around, in order to lucid dream, you know exactly what's happening. You're so aware that you can manipulate the dream. So this is something my brother, for instance, can do. Me, I can't even remember the darn dreams. So I'm pretty useless when it comes to trying to take advantage of my dreams. I generally just end up in a paralyzed state and I have freaking nightmares, and oh my god, I never have good dreams. And when I do, it's like I can't see the people's faces. So sometimes I dream I'm falling in love and there's someone crushing hard on me and like innocent stuff, and then I can't even see the guy's face. So even if it is that the guy existed, or I might run into him at some point, and maybe this is um, a man from another universe, and I don't know, somehow my dreams are connected to my other self in another universe, it's not gonna help me in this world. So yeah. Anyway, let's dive into, I'm gonna say it, Queensrÿche. Bernie, I'm super excited. Thank you. You know I love to be introduced to new bands. Yeah, so let's dive in. We have a trio that we need to get to now.
Hey everyone, this is Todd.
And Michael from Queensrÿche.
And we're going to be answering
Queensrÿche.
15 questions from Metal Injection.
What is the meaning behind the title of the new album?
There's some ambiguity to it, but in a nutshell, the short version would be, what if the universe could render a decision on the behaviors of mankind and how we're treating each other and how we are acting on this planet, what would that verdict be?
What is your favorite song off The Verdict and why?
The song Inside Out, and the reason is because that's a riff that I've been harboring for years, and it's finally got its due justice.
Right now, I'd say one of my favorites is a song called Light Years. It's just a really different animal.
When you write a song, how do you begin?
It's just an idea, and you nurture it if it's worthy. You got to see if it sticks on the wall, basically. And, and there's no real set way to do it. It's something that, just grows by itself. And the more you attach yourself to it and build on it, you start seeing if there's potential. And then, you present it to the guys, and if, they say it's badass, then, you commit to it and keep writing until it's a song.
Yeah, some songs literally write themselves.
If you weren't professional musician.
So before we continue, so this is obviously quite a recent video, and I'm guessing this is about a recent album that they released called Verdict. So the song that we're going to react to is much older. I'll check now when it was published or released at least.
musicians, what would you be doing right now?
If I weren't doing this now, I would probably go back to insurance adjusting because it's very lucrative. But I still have a passion for taking old things that are beat up and making them fresh.
I'd probably be some kind of an engineer, maybe.
Ooh.
You know, I've dabbled into commissioning as far as the engineering process, but my love is
Music.
music.
What is your proudest moment involving Queensrÿche?
Wow, for me, you know, accepting the Viewer's Choice Award at the MTV Awards.
When
I remember
MTV
that
was still
an
MTV.
amazing moment.
Haha.
Also, performing at the Grammys with a 40-piece orchestra.
There's been some amazing experiences.
Wow.
You know, touring in arenas with the Scorpions is one of them. Or, you know, playing Wacken in Germany to nearly 80 to 100,000
Scorpions.
people.
Guys, we
But
still need a reaction
I
request
think-
for Scorpions.
aside of
Get it
that,
going.
the opportunity that Michael gave me, because he's the guy that I met at the NAMM convention.
Huh.
Having that opportunity and him really taking a chance on somebody he didn't know is my greatest memory.
What is your
Seems like
favorite song
chilled.
to perform live?
I love NM156. That's one of my favorites.
The first song and the last song.
Yeah, right?
What is something most people don't know about the band?
None of us drink.
The pronunciation of the name with the umlauts is actually, I believe, Queensrÿche.
You see,
We were young teenagers when we came
Queensrÿche
up with that name.
doesn't seem right.
We thought the
With
two
the umlaut.
umlauts
Ah.
above the Y looked cool.
Describe your worst day on tour.
When we went to India, like I
Because
was
now we're
sick.
choosing names just because
Eddie
of
and
the
I
school.
were both sick, and I knew that we had this crazy long journey, and you know,
Rockers.
we had taken anti-malaria pills that you're starting, and all the vaccination
sick?
or immunization, you know, all that stuff.
Ugh.
And here I was just really sick in Seattle right before we were to be traveling through airports and planes, trains, and automobiles. So that's something that sticks in my mind. Like psychologically, that was hard for me.
Todd, do you feel being a drummer helps your vocals at all?
I do. I think that because I hear things in those drumming patterns, right? So even when I hear a guitar part, you know, whatever the guys are playing or whatever, when I go to start writing lyrics or melodies, I don't even need the words. It's a syllable thing, right?
Wow.
So I think of it in sticking patterns.
What are some new bands you listen to?
My wife turned me on to Within Temptation, and I really like them. And so I want to get
I like
kinda
Mastodon.
learn more about their stuff.
I
If
don't
we
know
checked
either
your
one of
Google
these bands.
searches, what would we find?
Craigslist. I'm always looking at old cars,
Oh.
DIY stuff around the
Aw.
house, that kind of thing.
Twitter,
So normal.
Instagram. That's all I do.
What is a book you'd recommend to your fans?
I read a book called Think and Grow Rich.
I also have
time
it,
ago, and it was just a really good
but I still haven't read it.
motivational book. And I'm the kind of guy that, you know, if they say like, you know, 90% of those that fail do so when success was within an arm's reach away from them. And so just always believing that you can do something. Everything I've ever set my mind to, I've achieved.
What is the
Wow.
best advice you were ever given?
There's always tomorrow. You know, things may seem bad now, but you don't always have to understand why things are the way they are, but believe that things will truly get better.
Nothing good ever happens after 2 a.m.
That's true.
Just
Are
sleep.
there songs the band agrees to never play live?
Well, sure. I mean,
I mean,
there's entire records.
yeah.
We would never play anything off of Dedicated to Chaos.
Why?
What is something you learned about yourself from being in this band?
When you're gone, you know, it's a lot of sacrifice, you know, to be away from your family, your parents, if they're still alive, you know, or he has a family with kids, and, you know, that's a huge sacrifice.
So what? Todd didn't have kids?
So time is very, very valuable. Our album, The Verdict, comes out March 1st on Century Media Records. We'll be on tour with the legendary Fates Warning and lots of other great touring dates coming up. Check out all of our official Queensrÿche social media outlets. Thanks a lot.
Queensrÿche, guys. This was pretty cool. I like this. I don't see why they don't have a lot more likes. Lethal injection. Okay. I'll put the interview in the link or in the description. Okay, so this is the official music video. We will do the unplugged version afterwards. Right. That's pretty.
Hush now, don't you cry. Wipe away the teardrop from your eye. You're lying safe in bed. It was all a bad dream spinning in your head. Your mind tricked you to feel the pain of someone close to you leaving the game.
Michael's the lead vocalist, eh? It was not bad looking
So
when he was
here
young.
it is,
Oh.
another chance. Wide awake, you face the day. Your dream is over, or has it just begun?
Oh, that deepness reminds me of someone.
There's a place I like to hide, a doorway that I run through in the night. Relax, child, you were there, but only didn't realize when you were scared. It's a place where you will learn to face your fears, retrace the years, come tumbling down and a new world will begin. Living twice at once you learn. You're safe from pain in the dream domain. Your soul set free to fly. A round trip journey in your head. Master of illusion, can you realize your dreams alive? You can be the guide, but with you watching over you, I'm gonna help you see it through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you.
You always got a stunning voice. And I was hoping to hear Todd as well. Ah. Odin, did you also like that song? So now for the unplugged version. Okay, Odin's gonna leave us alone now a bit. So I kind of, based on what I know of lucid dreaming, it kind of sounds like. So yes, I know they brought in a kiddie for the music video, and it's. I don't know. I didn't know if the child was like almost having nightmares in the beginning. He seemed pretty restless, and then at the end he was sleeping soundly. So I kind of gathered that it's if you can learn or take control of. I mean, our minds are very powerful, but man, I have not successfully been able to do that. And oddly enough, whenever I speak to people, it seems like it's females who struggle to really have vivid dreams, and who can control their dreams. But then males, on the other hand, especially my brother, again, I know he's got perfect recall and photographic memory and all of these things. I mean, he remembers his own birth. So he remembers the doctor's face to the T who delivered him. He remembers all those experiences. So his mind is crazy. My brother is very, very unique. Yeah, I know. I have big shoes to fill, and I've accepted I'm the failed experiment. Okay? The Anunnaki didn't succeed with me. So he has really, really vivid dreams, and he goes into his dream, and then when he realizes, okay, he's dreaming, he can manipulate his dreams and dream whatever the fuck it is that he wants to dream about, whereas I can't. So by the sound of the song, it's kind of, you need to take control. If you're having bad dreams, or you want to escape your reality or something of the sort, then you can go and almost create yourself a virtual, let's call it a virtual world, for the lack of a better word, where you can dictate what is it that you're going to dream, and you can have this beautiful fantasy, relaxed, and just pure experience, I suppose. Anyway, let's go and listen to the unplugged version, and this can only be, I almost want to say, more beautiful than the official music video, but let's see. Let's not judge so quickly.
Hush now, don't you cry.
Oh.
Wipe away the teardrop
Wow.
in your head. Your mind tricked you to feel the pain of someone close to you leaving the game of life. So here it is, another chance.
Okay, so this part touches on, I think, someone dying, and it's that pain that you're left with that essentially you would want to escape. I think I literally got a message this morning. So you guys know I don't have parents. Well, parents who give a damn. But I do have two old people who I consider, they always call me their surrogate child. So it's the closest thing that I do have to parents. But I got a message this morning that the man, his mom died last night. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to respond to that message. So if you guys have any advice, please comment for me. Like, you also know I mentioned the other day, I don't know how to deal with death. I'm like, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know how to act when I get the news. I'm very indifferent to it. So the message is sitting in my inbox and I need to reply. I need to say something. I don't know. Do I send a voice note? Do I call? Do I send a message? But for me, honestly, if I lost someone, I wouldn't want phone calls. I don't want anyone to speak to me. I just want to be left alone. Or I'll probably, I don't know, drink some beer, whiskey, or something. But no, they are old, beautiful, sincere people, and they're very, very family oriented. So I don't know what they expect. I don't know what they need. And I also don't want to overstep or hassle them. So yeah, that would be nice if you guys can help me, please. To me, there is no value and meaningfulness to tell someone my condolences or I'm sorry. Like, what are you sorry for? It's not that you killed the person. And my condolences is it's just another thing that we say. It's like walking past someone, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? But no one gives a crap about how you're doing. So it should be meaningful. If I say something, it needs to be meaningful. It shouldn't just be, out of habit or etiquette that something is being said. But what do you say that is meaningful to someone who lost their mom?
Life. So here it is, another chance. Wide awake, you face the day, your dream is over. Or has it just begun?
Wait, is that Todd? They look so different. Maybe a different drama?
There's a place I like to hide, a doorway that I run through in the night. Relax, child, you were there, but only didn't realize you were scared. There's a place where you will learn to face your fears, trace the gears, and ride the winds of your mind. Commanding another world. Suddenly you'll hear and see this magic noon and shout.
Wow.
What you know me. I'm gonna help you see we'll protect you at night. Smiling next to you, silent lucidity.
Okay, so now they're tackling a different song. It's fine, we will not do that. We came for silent lucidity. Yay, yay. What's your deal? So the guy who was behind the drums now, I don't think that was Todd. It didn't look like him at all. So this song, well, specifically the unplugged version, was literally done in 1990. That was my year of birth. So the song is almost 35 years old. Yo, they made good music back then. They really, really did. And his voice is sounding so good. I like that he brought in a few smiles, you know, he was just like thoroughly enjoying himself, smiling at the band and using some hand gestures to like show when the hype of the music is going to take place. Yeah, I want to see who was the drummer in 1990. Maybe we can see the official music video. No. No. That sounds. Queens. I wonder why they decided to change the name, or at least the pronunciation of their band's name. Was it because people just struggled to pronounce it or remember it? Okay, yeah, you see, so it was a different drummer. So I'm looking on Google. Let me show you guys. There. So the drummer at the time was Scott Rockenfield. He was a founding member of the band and has been the drummer since the formation in 1982, including throughout the 90s. Oh, wow. And they're still going strong and still making music, even though they changed some of their band members. Oh, I see Michael only. Wait, what? So Michael was only lead vocalist from 2012. Geoff Tate sounds absolutely amazing sitting down. Okay, so I've got that wrong. It looks like. Let's check their wiki. We'll be able to see without having to read a crap load of information. Let's see if there's a table form that easily shows it. Here we go. Current members, 1982. Okay, Michael. Backing vocals, 1982. So at some point he became the lead vocalist. Baz, Mike, Todd. So, Todd is lead vocalist, 2012 present. Oh, I thought. Oh, he's playing drums too. Okay. Lead guitar, 82. Backing vocals, 82. You see, when we watched the interview, I made an assumption because Todd said, or when he was asked, does drumming help his vocals? I just assumed he is the drummer and he does some backing vocals. Meanwhile, he's the lead vocalist, but he just plays studio drums, it seems. And they have a different drummer. Okay, that's interesting. Yo, so they are really multi-skilled, eh? So we were looking at Todd this whole time. Todd, you rock. Michael, you rock too. This was a really, really nice song with meaning. And again, they tell a story. You know, bands who are these Saltworth, they write meaningful music and then they deliver it matching the meaning and matching the sensation, the emotion, it felt so fuzzy. Like, honestly, I would be able to fall asleep to that music. So let's go with Lullaby. Well, with that being said, I fall asleep on metal as well, like serious death metal. Um, it really depends on how busy my mind is for the day. So if it's really, really busy, I switch on death metal and then I sleep so soundly. But this is stunning. So if I feel more in like a I need to be soothed kind of vibe, then I'll definitely listen to this. Yo, it's stunning, 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 stunning. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you for the new band. Thank you for the new song. Thank you for giving us some solid variety. And I really like that you guys, or Bernie, you especially, you're giving me a lot of music, even pre-90s, which I never listened to. I didn't even know these bands existed. And I always just thought, the good music was more from the 90s and the early 2000s. But this is good. I like it. And they're gonna make it to my YouTube. I was literally cleaning up my mixtapes this morning, so I need to go find which mixtape I'm gonna add this one to. Guys, if you want me to react to some of your favorite music and artists, please hop onto Buy Me a Coffee, drop a few beers, drop the URL of the version that you would like me to react to, and I will pop it onto my sheet so that we can schedule it for our next period or onto the next list. And I thank you all for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of you know I've been having serious issues with YouTube and not getting any revenue from them. So Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon is literally my source right now. Okay, but I thank you. I appreciate you. I will check you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.